Okay, so it says that we're live, so I'm going to believe it. Hello, everyone. My name is Carol Brown. I also write romance under... Sorry, my dog distracted me. My name is Carol Brown. I write urban fantasy. I also write romance under the name of Faye Black, and we are here today to be productive. I had to do the stream earlier today because in a couple hours I got to drive out to my grandfather's place and help him out around his space. And I didn't want to not stream today because there were things I had to get done, and nothing says getting stuff done like being accountable with other people. So it is very early. I know that there probably won't be a lot of folks joining me at this point in time, but you know what? I came here to get work done. I'm getting work done. And if you get done with me, either now or on the replay, that's really awesome. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today's topic, if anybody is popping in after this point, is going to be staying focused, which I found this to be very personal to me because, I'm trying to stay focused on getting some stuff done. And there's a lot to juggle and everything else like that. So I thought it would be a fun topic to discuss. So I'm going to wait like a couple more minutes for possible folks to come in. And then I'm probably going to start 5 after because, like I said, I'm streaming very early. My expectations for people waking up before the crack of dawn to come right with me are very small, but I'll take it. Oh, wait. I was just proven wrong. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing, by the way? It's been a while since we talked. I hope you're doing well. Oh, I already had my coffee this morning. I can only have 1 cup right now because if I have too much, I get the shakes. I'm still recovering from being sick, so I don't really want to, hurt myself, if that makes any sense. Hello, Mr. Brown. Thank you for coming and joining. He is being a very wonderful husband and taking care of the house while I'm getting work done today. So thank you so much. Always appreciate that. And he makes my coffee. Oh. So I know what Mr. Brown is doing. What are you doing this morning, Laurel? Other than just waking up. Are we communing with a coffee pot today? Whew. Oh, Kate's here. Hello. Thank you, guys. Okay, never mind. I thought I was going to be alone this morning. Y'all proving me wrong. I appreciate being wrong this way. Thank you. Thank you. But I will still get started in 3 minutes. I have some things for work I need to hash out, not super high priority, but things that I was like, I have to get this done before I go out of town. So, okay, let's see. I'm doing all right. Horror Collection is with the development editor. I'm getting notes for each story as he goes through them. Is it worth or what? Oh, okay, with the editor. Okay, I thought I had misread that. Well, that's exciting. I don't know if you've talked to R.C. Scott, but R.C. Scott also writes horror. So if you guys have not connected, he is very enthusiastic about the genre. I wish I was as enthusiastic, but it's like, while I like cosmic horror, like horror in general, I guess I struggle with a little bit. Maybe it's just because I like Lovecraft. I don't know. So, but man, that's so exciting that you're doing that anthology. Oh, I'm so happy for you. There was one anthology I was going to be part of, and we were beta reading each other's stories, and there was one story in there that was like so against my name brand, I had to pull out. It was not an easy choice to make, but it was just like, if you have this story in here, I can't be in there because I can't have this associated with that. So sorry. So just easier to step out than ask people to change for me. Kate says, I need to make coffee and figure out breakfast because need food to take meds. Oh yeah, that was me the other day. I had to take foods with my meds too because it's like rough on the gut kind of thing. So I tell you what, man, antibiotics always mess me up. Let's see. The first section of collection is all cosmic. Oh, so cool. Love that. Yeah. So always a good time there. Oh, man. I am looking forward to getting all my work done today. Hello, Morgan. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you're doing well. I've seen you streaming and making videos. I'm sorry I haven't been super, commented in your video section, but I have liked and shared your videos for what it's worth, so it's good to see you. I hope you are also doing well. I still remember that one vlog you did where you went to an Airbnb and there was a dog there. That was I know the dog probably wasn't supposed to be there, but that was freaking magical. Okay, so let's see. I said I was going to start 5 after. It is 5 after. I'm going to hold myself to my word. So we are going to do this first sprint for 20 minutes. These 20 minutes are yours to do what you want. Make coffee, wake up, just make your day, however you want to do it. I'm going to be working on some internals for work, and then hopefully I will be done in 20 minutes, and then I can do some writing. But if not, then work pays the bill, so I'm going to keep working. So I'm going to go ahead and start this timer again for 20 minutes, yours to use as you like, and then we'll reconvene and go over how things went. Before I do that, the one question I did have for today's topic, which is staying focused, is going to be what distracts you from work. So we can either answer that during the sprint or after the sprint, however you would like to do that. I am going to put up this one timer because I have my act together. Okay, cool. So let me go ahead and first say hello to Cool Gamer. Hello, Cool Gamer. Thank you for joining us. And I'm going to start this timer, and I'll see you guys in 20. Okay, so that is time. Feel free to share what you did, how you did, and all that goodness. This is going to flip over to a 10-minute break timer so that way we can stay on track. There's some folks that joined us. Let's see. Sky joined us. Hello. You're barely awake, but you're awake and you are here. Oh, look. There goes the 10-minute timer. Let's see. Oh, wait. I don't want to get too far into the questions yet. And then Amy is here. Hello, Amy. Good morning. Looks like I am not the only one who's been working for 2 hours already. No, you're not. But I've only been working for maybe 1 hour. But I definitely wanted to still do the stream. I actually managed to finish what I was working on, so that's nice. Except for this one thing that I'll do at the end of this break. So I did ask a question for anybody who was interested in answering it, and it was what distracts you from work. And some of you guys had like much more serious answers than I guess I do. Maybe I'm just shallow. But Laura says depression, it makes me go on break, sometimes for months at a time when I try to get it under control. Other distractions, making timers, doing dishes, walking the dog. That last one, I am totally there. I always have to walk my dogs. They need walking. Oh no, come back. And then Morgan shared that anxiety and OCD, mainly in balancing life stuff and work stuff in a way that doesn't overwhelm me. Work-life balance, absolutely get it. Trying to figure out like that equilibrium, I think, is just something that we always go through because life never really seems to stay the same, and I don't know why. It would be nice if it did. I mean, just from me to you guys. Of course, naturally, the camera's like all the way over there. See, Sky said, sleep distracts me these days, but family too, but not in a bad way. Yeah, let's see. Perfect. Oh, Silvar is here. Hello. Been up all night. Just checked YouTube. I'm late. Sorry. Don't be sorry. I am grateful that you are here. We actually just finished the first sprint, so I wouldn't say that you're late. You arrived exactly when you meant to, like a wizard. Good job. So, let's see. I managed to, yeah, I said already what I did. I just got to finish this one template, and then I think I'm done with this, and I have to do one other thing, and that's it. Maybe. I might do the writing and the editing that I haven't done yet today. Or maybe I'll do that afterwards. I'll do that afterwards. Yes. Let's see. But Morgan said they got their document open and got coffee during the sprint. Fantastic. And then Amy shared domestic duties distract me constantly. Homemaking and homesteading take up so much time and mental energy. Yes. When you are in charge of the house, it does take maintenance. Especially when you live with other people. When you live with other people that share that space and use that space, sometimes you have to go and clean up after the messy bird that lives in your house. So that's a Mr. Brown reference. But you know what? He makes good coffee and he makes good dinner. So I guess I can't complain too much when he does both those things. So let's see. I guess I should answer my own question. Things that distract me from work are usually YouTube. I am very bad about initially going to YouTube to find music, and then I go down a video rabbit hole because I'm curious about how people I know are doing, or I suddenly get distracted by like catching up on like comic or game news or anything like that. Or YouTube will manage to distract me with a video that it will think I like about planners, and naturally I click on it because it's a planner and I want to look at planner videos because that's my happy place. There's something about watching other people decorate their planners and like getting their life together on the screen where I'm like, oh man, that's so motivating, which is ironic because I'm not getting stuff done by watching other people get stuff done. So like, yeah, there you go. So hard. I might start this timer again here in a minute since it's just me on the screen, but we'll see. Let's see. So Laura shared what they did. Did anybody else share at all how they did during that sprint? Oh, and Kate said mental health and undiagnosed ADHD. I think you can probably get I mean, I don't know if you've tried to get a second opinion. I'm assuming that you've done all of your due diligence to get that addressed. So I met a lot of people that have like I wonder if it's because of like the current edition of the DSM that they have. It's always something that I'm kind of curious about. I dozed. Good job dozing. Amy says, I discovered people use tweezers to apply their stickers and YouTube journal videos at 34. That was new to me. I've seen that, and I actually tried it, and because I got washi tape, and sometimes, like, when I had nails, as you guys can see, I don't have nails right now, but when I had nails, I actually used to use my nails as tweezers, so I would, like, take them off that way and apply it, but I guess part of the reason that they use the tweezers, and correct me if I'm wrong, because that does happen, is because it's kind of hard to see where you're putting the sticker at when your hand and fingers are in the way, so you don't know if it's just right. So it's like adding in like that extra layer of like, is this where I want it to be to it? Granted, my journals are usually like pretty. There's not much going on here right now. It's just my agenda. So it's like my to-do list and then my schedule on one side, and then this section that I have right here is actually like my daily note taking, the way that Ryder Carroll's bullet journal method was originally set up for. And I ended up having to do it that way because I was having such a hard time with memory recall earlier this year. If you guys know any, I mean, everybody here has commented about depression, so I'm sure you guys are aware, like it has like a memory element to it. You just forget things, right? And that's a side effect of depression. So at one point I just couldn't remember anything, which is absolutely terrifying as a writer to not remember stuff. So I used to just start documenting, and I got into the habit of documenting things that happened throughout the day, and now that's just kind of become a type of second brain for me to go back and reference to. Although there are some days, like yesterday, where I take so many notes about what's going on that they end up being like a horde of sticky notes in the notebook. Like that, and sometimes that drives me nuts, but days like yesterday I have to have it in there because that's just information I need to find at any given time. So Sky says, I started doing the tweezer recently, and it works especially with smaller stickers. Yeah, because like these big ones I think I can figure out, but like as they get smaller than this, I'm gonna have a problem for sure. So Kate says, I started water to make some instant coffee, not feeling like making an entire pot, also watching on the computer. Nice. So you have so many stickers and so little tweezers. Well, I think they're like, you can go to Walgreens and pick them up for like what, like $1? You could actually go to the dollar store. They've got tweezers there too. I don't think you need to go get the fancy washi tape tweezers. Do you? Is there fancy washi tape tweezers? Now I have to know. And the only reason I want to know is I want to know how much they're marking it up for something that we could get at the dollar store for 99 cents. Just, just industry questions. Is anybody else awake at work? It does not look like it. Nope. It looks like me and one other person are the only ones awake. And that's fine. That's okay. It's Friday. All right, so we got a minute and a half. I think I'm going to go ahead and start the next sprint because I do want to get this done so that way I can work on doing my writing for the day, or at least what of the writing I can do. I think I have a video to edit too for Monday, and like I gave myself like too many things to do, y'all. Like I was like, I've only got 6 hours to get it done. Can I get it done? And I was like, I don't know. I guess I'm about to find out, right? So I'm going to go ahead and start this next timer in 3, 2, 1, now. All right, so the timer started. These 20 minutes are yours to do as you see fit with. I will catch up with you guys in 20 minutes. So, and I'll put the second question up as well. So let's do that. Well, if you're napping before, I hope you're awake now. All right, so that was 20 minutes. Feel free to share what you did and how you did and all that goodness. I almost got through the inbox for work, like a couple emails short. So I'm going to save the rest of them for when the stream is done. I think I'll be able to wrap that up in a half hour. So there's that. Okay, so that is what I did. Did anybody else join us? Precious Cousins joined us. Thank you so much. And Marty joined us. Thank you again for spending your morning with me. I really do appreciate it. Debbie is here. Hello, Debbie. It's good to see you. I hope you and your comic are doing well. Thank you. Sky is asking y'all to not forget to hit that like button. I mean, you don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you did. You know, y'all live your lives how you want. Precious Cousins said that their goal was going to be 20 words in 11 minutes, and they managed to get 34 words. Well done. You exceeded your goal. Excuse me. Got more coffee. Let's see. Debbie says they got the rough sketch for a panel done. Very nice. Morgan says that they got 140 words done. Very nice. Laurel said that Roy is laying across my legs. Guess I'm stuck in bed. Oh darn, that is quite the terrible life to live there, my friend. Quite the terrible life to live. So let me see. I'm going to actually just close that. There's no point in saving that email. I only wrote one word in it. And I'm going to close that for right now. And as you guys listen to me verbally walk myself through this process of closing everything. So let's see. Today I said I was going to edit 5 pages of Roll D20. So let me pull that up while I'm getting my life together again. I never had so much fun editing a book before. Usually when I get to the editing process, it's kind of like, bleh. All right, I got it up. All right, so the question that I did ask was, what trick do you use to get back on task? A few folks answered. Let me make sure I'm scrolling all the way up to get them all. Perfect. So we'll start with Sky and her trick. So Sky says it varies. Setting a timer for tasks at hand helps the most, allowing myself to be distracted and setting a timer for that so my brain knows to switch back after a certain amount of time. Kind of like working for 20, gabbing for 10, right? I think I might have to change that to gabbing for 5, though. We'll see. I think I had this originally set for 10 because I knew there were other people on the stream with me and we were going to talk. But I think if it's just me, I need to make one with 5 minutes. So I will get to that. Let's see. Amy says their trick is, you mean it's possible to redirect back to a task? Yes, it is possible to redirect. My tactic that I use if I know I'm getting distracted is actually to count backwards from 5 to 1. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on what's distracting me at the time. 8 out of 10 times that you will usually get me back on task. And if it's not, then I usually have to be like, okay, so what's happening with this moment that I can't be focused on this? And the reason for that is because if you're anything like me, you fall into the habit of what's referred to of it's called habit loop thinking. I think it's something like that, where when you get into like a state of procrastinating, you stay in that state, but the act of counting backwards from 5 to 1 will actually stop that moment in your brain, and you can redirect your thought process back onto whatever it is that you want to do. But you have to follow through with it. Otherwise, if you just do the numbers and then you keep like letting yourself be distracted, then that's kind of a self-discipline problem. But again, that the countdown does actually help, kind of redirect your thought process back onto where it is that you want it to be. But again, like I said, you gotta hold yourself accountable to it. So Marty says they did work stuff that sprint. Next sprint, I plan to do some multitasking with work and writing. Very nice. I would like to do some editing, so I think I'm going to try. Let's see, Precious Cousin said that they had a distraction. Oh, but you still exceeded your goal. Like, even with the distraction, that's amazing. Silvar says got some concept ideas worked out as sketches. Very nice. Morgan's answer to the question is sprints help, or I do a small unrelated task to get the momentum up again and hopefully refocus. Yes. The small victories, right? Like if I feel like I can do one tiny thing, then that usually counts. Like opening a document. Like in this next 20 minutes, I will open a document, right? I already opened the document, but that would be a small task. Like I did it. That makes me feel good. Maybe I'll write like 10 words, something like that. I know for a long time, it was all nothing but like small victories for me at the start of the year. Like wake up, make coffee, make sure I shower today, brush my teeth, stuff like that. Sky says, I was working on my planner. Having a plan for the day helps me stay on task too. Yeah, so normally what I'd like to do is I like to plan my day the night before. But I'll admit that I do have days where like my brain just kind of fizzles out a little bit. And all I want to do is just kind of sit and stare at a wall or go play Hades or go play Stardew. And sometimes if your brain needs that to recharge, like refocusing on what you need to do tomorrow, like it just doesn't happen. But I think 5 days out of 7, I will do that. And usually those 5 days are the weekday. And then like when I get to Saturday or Sunday, or like it's just kind of like, it's the weekend. I don't have to do that. So being flexible with yourself is always something I recommend. Let's see. Precious Cousin says, exactly. I like to get what I need during the break into the first min if I can. Then I get into focus by brainstorming randomness about my book for the first 4 minutes if I need to wonder. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I like that. I usually just keep typing if I'm doing a writing sprint. And that can be a little dangerous sometimes because if I'm typing and I'm not really sure what to write, like I know when I'm writing it, it's either not going to be like my best quality or I'm going to have to come back and delete it later. But it's just, I will not let myself stop writing. I just got to do it. Oh, Mama Ward is here. Hello, Mama Ward. Thank you for joining us today. I hope you are having a wonderful morning. I saw you did a 5 a.m. writing sprint the other day, and I was very sorry to miss it. I think I was just sucked into work at that time. But maybe next time. I'm going to go to your channel and find those times, or if you want to throw those times in the chat for me real quick, I will put them in my planner for next week and make sure that I am in your comment section at the very least, even if I'm sipping coffee. So I don't know when anybody's sprinting anymore, which is ironic because I used to know when everybody was sprinting at one point. Just getting back in the saddle, y'all. It's hard. Let's see. I don't think anybody's going to answer that question for me. I'm checking work real quick because that is how I roll. Pretty confident everybody's still not awake right now. This is what happens when you're the early bird in the group. Let's see. Mama Ward's answer to my question is take a break or go back to the first thing that inspired me for a work in progress. I go back to my first love for the idea, so to say. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Revisit what it was that motivated you to do it in the first place. I like that. Schedule for every Tuesday and then do pop-ups. Okay, so I happen to have a sticky note here. Mama Ward's streams on Tuesdays. Mama Ward Tuesdays. Mama Ward Tuesdays. If I make it a song, I'll remember it. Tuesdays. Tuesdays. And then you do pop-ups. I miss pop-ups a little bit. Maybe I should think about doing that. Just randomly break in. Her stream is 7 a.m. for me. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you, Sky. 7 a.m. I'm having coffee at that time, but I will definitely tune in. So, let's see. Precious Cousin says, I am an early bird, but mostly awake, a little sleep. I know I'm going to start waking up early next week. Just because there's some things that I would like to get done before everybody at work starts coming in, and we're kind of like global, so it's like I might wake up first, but we have like a couple of folks that are in different time zones that do wake up before me, so I just like to be around for them. So I also just like to start work at 6 a.m. and stop by like 2. Oh, what is this? Next 2 weeks I will be going long because Sako usually follows me. However, she's on vacation. Oh, okay. I hope Zako has a good time on vacation. All right, well, that timer says that we have no, I'm not ready for you. It says that we have another 20-minute sprint to do real quick. So what I will do at this moment is I'm going to take down this question and put up this one. So what method works for you for getting things done? So it's different than the refocusing question, but this is something that's tried and true for you, that when you need to get something done, this is like your go-to tactic. And the other reason I'm asking it is because one, I'm very nosy about productivity, and two, I'm very interested in different methods that help people accomplish things that they need to do, because as a psych major for industry organization psychology, I am always collecting info on this, and I'm always intrigued by answers. So feel free to share that as you like. Sky says, now I have to take off and get ready for work. And okay, well, you have a good day. Thank you, Sky. Thank you for being here for the first hour. I really appreciate it. Have a nice day. Bye. All right, so so for this sprint, I'm going to work on editing, roll D20, and then I might do some writing after that, or I just might keep editing. We'll see how I feel. All right, so now we'll start this timer in 3, 2, 1, and I will see you guys in 20. All right, so that timer did not have a notification. So time is up. Feel free to share what you did, how you did, and all that goodness. I said I was going to edit 5 pages. Did I edit 5 pages? I edit 2 pages, so I guess I still have 3 more pages to go. Mostly because how many words is this? I added words. I added 333 words to a page I was editing. So take that as you will. So, sorry, there was a work thing I was looking at. All right, so let's see. Question 3 that I put in here is what method works for you for getting things done? So Sky had to leave. Oh, but she answered the question before she left. Oh, actually, you guys put in that beforehand. Let's go up to Debbie first. All right, so Debbie says that she puts a button in the chair first thing in the morning and works on the comic. That is definitely, I think that's called eating the frog method, so just getting it done first thing in the morning. I've heard Lisa Daly do that too. I am going to start trying to do that with my writing because I don't have any time once things start getting rolling at work to do it, and I'm too brain dead by the end of the day, so that's my method. Scott says playing epic fantasy action flick orchestra music gets the blood pumping and helps me get motivated, and hasn't failed yet when trying to find a method of helping you get things done. So I know that actually works for one of my friends who's a genetic engineer, and he has like a whole bunch of playlists on Spotify that he listens to help him get through the day, or he did. I think he recently changed lab, so I don't know what his current lab is like. MM Ward says my schedules and the fact that my brain won't let go of a goal. Oh, that's right, because you are very particular about how you do things, so absolutely, yes. Let's see. Kate says, I'm working on figuring this one out. I get you. Savar says, being alone and playing loud music. Okay, I dig it. And then scrolling through. Morgan added that her answer to the question was, I'm still trying to figure out what works best for me. Okay, yeah, it's always a constant evolving process. I think for me, when I need to get things done is, I get a piece of paper and I put down a to-do list, or I'll take a big thing and I'll chunk it down into something. So like when I needed to get back onto writing my current epic fantasy book, it was really hard for me. So I had to chunk it and figure out what it was about it. And it's for that book, it was just eating the elephant one bite at a time. I'd given myself a lot to do. I wasn't following through with it. So I made a to-do list and I followed the to-do list and I started making progress again. So and you always, like when I make those to-do lists, I always make sure that it's done in very measurable steps. Otherwise, like if I even make the to-do list too big to do, then I'm not going to do that either. So self things. See, Precious Cousins is like that too. So I like to make a list in my head or on paper and then making myself write it I did for the day or in the planner makes me want to do better the next day. Yeah, so there we go. Let's take a look at progress and see how everybody did in that last sprint. We've got one more after this. I think that one's for 15 minutes and then we're going to wrap up because I still have to get some stuff for work done and then I have to get some things packed up because I am going out of town. Let's see. Mama Ward says that they got 311 words in that sprint. Well done. Morgan made and ate breakfast. Very good. I had bacon. What did you have? Marty says they got 333 words. Very good. No words left behind. And then Debbie says that they finished the panel and made sure that their eldest was up for school. Very nice. And then Mama Ward also got coffee. Savar agrees with the coffee. Precious Cousin said, no words, but on my way to work, you got to take care of that work thing. You got to pay those bills, so I totally get it. So, checking things. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I think I'll spend this last 15 minutes, doing these last page edits, and then I don't know if I am going to be able to get to... oh wait, I did do my morning run. Speaking of doing things that you said you made a list for, I did in fact run this morning. I did check work email. And then I'm working on this, but I'm not going to check it off until I'm done. And then I may not get to the writing 1 hour of the book. I have noticed outside of the day that I was sick that I'll give myself like 6 things to do, and I always end up crossing off one because I just didn't get to it. And that's either because I didn't do it at the right point of the day or because I just gave myself too much to do. So, got to work on that. Let's see. Okay. But one thing that I have not done so far today that I usually do is the word of the day. So let's find out what the word of the day is. It's like Sesame Street, but different. It's heartstrings today. So heartstrings is used usually in the plural to refer to someone's deepest emotions or affections. All right, word of the day, heartstrings. There you go. Now we all know, and pretty sure we all knew what that word was, but I'm going to write it down anyway. Heartstrings. This is definitely like the one habit that I like to have when I go look up the word. And sometimes I learn a new word, and other times I don't know the word at all, or I've known the word and it's just like there was frolic and nebulous earlier this week, and then let's see, what was the word yesterday? Brackish. Yesterday was brackish, which is also a word that some folks use. I just didn't know the origin of the word. And if you guys go to like Webster's Dictionary, like they've got like a little podcast on there where they even talk about like, the origin of the word, like French or Latin and all that stuff, and maybe how it evolved over time, which I always find to be really interesting because like the etymology of words and how they kind of like change over time, I find to be really fascinating. Especially because it's also like the meaning of the word also changes depending on like social norms at the time. So I think maybe a good example might be like the word gay. So like originally like the word gay meant to be like happy, and then like obviously today it refers to like a demographic group, right? So like who knew what was going to happen? And then I think the other thing with that is obviously like the usage of the word too, and how like in some cases it can become like a positive or become a slur depending on how it's implemented. And like I just get really word nerdy on that stuff, so like that's my thing. Let's see. And in words that I learned something interesting that love sick in English and Korean mean very different things. Oh, what does it mean in Korean? Is it like they actually get sick because they're heartbroken? Or you piqued my interest. Can you tell me? Because that's one thing I don't know. I mean, there's lots of things I don't know. I'm always a constantly evolving and learning person. But yes, brackish tap water. You skipped mine. I did not mean to skip yours. It was not intentional. Let's see. 0 word. No, I think I got yours. Or unless you're talking about the question. Let me take a look. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I got that too. What did I skip, ma'am? What did I skip? Oh, not ma'am. I don't know. No, I'm not sure. Oh no, I absolutely read yours earlier. I promise, because I said it's what I do too. I did have it up on the screen. Absolutely promise. It's in the replay. You can verify it if you would like to later. Let's see. Oh, here's the answer to my question. Mama Ward said in Korean it means sick of love, lust, relationship, and relationship games such as sick of love. Oh, okay. Sorry, my brain had to make that correlation. Thank you. Let's see. Marty says that the answer to question 3 is I do the 25-minute work and then 5-minute break method. So Pomodoro. Okay, so you do the Pomodoro method. Usually doing that for a couple of hours will give me the motivation I need to get stuff done without needing a timer. Okay, yeah. Pomodoro is very effective. Lots of people use it. It was originally used to assist with like studying sessions, and then obviously because it was so successful, people took it into like work sessions as well. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? All right, so this thing's about to switch over to the last timer of this session. I believe it's for 15 minutes. Thank you. Wake up, y'all. Yeah, 15 minutes. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to hit that button real quick. Okay, so last sprint. We have 15 minutes to get everything that we need to get done, or as done as it can be. And then we're going to be pretty much completed for this work session. And then we'll do a recap. I'll send you all on a merry way and be continuously grateful that you all spent some time with me today. So again, 15 minutes. These are your 15 minutes to use as you see fit in whatever way you want. Nap, snooze, pet your pet, read, do some editing, write, drive to work, whatever. Your 15 minutes. And we'll start this timer in 3, 2, 1. I'll see you guys in 15. Okay, so that is time. We are definitely not writing for 2 hours straight. That's not happening. Sorry, friends. Okay, so that is pretty much the end of the stream. Feel free to share what you did, how you did, and all that goodness. I think for future streams, I'm going to change that one 10-minute to a 5-minute so we can fit in another 10-minute later on down the road. Let's take a look. Let's see. I thought it was weird that Tess love sick means to act silly or desperate for love and chase boys. The reaction to getting milk for free was priceless. I don't know what that is. See, Debbie says that they got their eldest out the door to catch the bus. I think I got to page 5 of my edits. I ended up writing more again. Let me see. Did I actually get to 1, 2, 3, 4? I got to page 4. But that's what happens when you're filling stuff in that you didn't write before. So I will have another page to do. Or I could just do that and then okay, don't forget this. That is something I don't want to write when my face is on screen. That's just a thing. All right, so 4.5 pages. So I've got like 150 words to go through, and then I'll actually be done. So I will take that. Let's see. Amy says I'm almost done with the website. Well, the first swing at it anyway. That sounds like me with first drafts. I still have to like finish a draft I'm working on. For like, I'm already thinking about Camp Nano. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me. I am obviously tired and did not have enough coffee today, and I'm gonna need it to get through the rest of today. All right, Emma Ward is clarifying my confusion. So to get to them getting free milk for free means to receive the credit or benefit for work one didn't do. Oh, well, those, it's always fun how like these little phrases that we have just mean something completely different or they confuse everybody. Did I miss anybody else? Mama Ward is adding, I listened to a chapter from a previous book to remember the voice of my serial killer for my August ADK project, and the MC's roommate was one of his early victims, and the MC was lucky to escape. Oh my goodness. Sounds like a book that I should be reading. So I will probably have to do that with Queen of Swords and Silence because I have not looked at those works in a year. And I want to pick that series back up, but I want everything to like officially be said and done before I start making plans, because as OW has been exceptionally helpful in working with me to get my rights back, but it's still been a process because lawyers are involved. So that's obviously a back and forth, and I'm pretty confident I'm not feeling some of my characters. So I may have to just reread the entire thing over again and try to not cringe at some of my writing, because that was my very first book that came out. And I have learned a lot since then. So, oh man. All right. Well, let's go ahead and end the stream for today. Thank you again for the folks that came and joined me today for the 2-hour productivity sprint. I managed to get some stuff for work handled. I went through work emails and did those correspondence. I managed to edit 4.5 pages out of the 5 intended for Roll D20 for Love. And let's see. I think I still have 4 more things I have to get done today. So the work is never done for the wicked here. So again, thank you guys so much. I do stream on Fridays at 2 p.m. EST. Is it 2 p.m.? 1 p.m. in the afternoon. I will have another stream up next week for us. Today was just an exception because I'm driving out to go see my grandfather, and we're leaving an hour before I would normally stream. So if you guys would like to join me on that, feel free to. I also am on Lisa Daily streams on Wednesday, permitted that I am not terribly ill like I was this week. And then I also will stream with Tamara when she will have me. So if you would like to join us for any of those productivity sprints, you are more than welcome to. And I also have a video coming up on Monday if anybody's interested about resource books or reference books that I currently use in my writing that are not just Save the Cat. So if anybody's interested in my go-to tools that I use when I'm working on different manuscripts, that will be available on Monday. So I think I'm going to go and head off for the day. Mama Ward would like you all to know that SD Houston has a stream right after this. So if you want to go and hang out with them and get more words done, that is the place to go. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with me. And I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. And I will talk to you all again real soon. So bye.